Welcome to the Explainer. So, if you're gearing up for a summer adventure, you absolutely know the excitement of mapping out that perfect route and packing up the car. But right before you hit the open highway, we really need to talk about the one thing that can bring your entire adventure to a screeching halt. I'm talking about a vehicle breakdown. Today, we're looking at the ultimate roadmap to preventing a ruined vacation. I'm going to walk you through a highly practical 90-minute pre-road trip car checklist, and this is all based on expert mechanics and hard safety data.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our checklist for today. First, avoiding the highway breakdown. Second, rubber, tires, belts, and hoses. Third, checking essential car fluids. Fourth, battery health and exterior lights. And finally, the 10 essential emergency kit items.
Section 1. Avoiding the highway breakdown. Let's look at why preparation is basically your ultimate antidote to roadside peril.
32 million. Think about that for a second. According to recent data from the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety, more than 32 million drivers needed roadside assistance in just a single year. And you know what the kicker is here? The top 3 causes of all these breakdowns were dead batteries, flat tires, and overheating engines. So in other words, the vast majority of these totally trip-ruining moments, they were completely preventable with just a tiny bit of driveway prep.
And, well, this is exactly why it matters so much to your wallet. A single breakdown on the highway can easily cost you $500 or even more. That covers towing from some rural highway and emergency repairs, but it completely ignores the lost vacation time or those unexpected hotel stays. Spending a Saturday morning doing a 90-minute check in your driveway, that is an incredibly valuable investment compared to spending your Saturday afternoon stranded on the shoulder of an interstate.
Moving on to Section 2. Rubber, tires, belts, and hoses. We're getting hands-on with the parts that actually grip the road and keep things running under the hood.
Now, I want you to ask yourself this before you even pack a single suitcase. Are your tires actually ready to grip the road, or are they literally a blowout waiting to happen? Tire failure is the #1 leading cause of highway breakdowns. Underinflated tires overheat at sustained speeds, and worn tread, it just simply cannot channel water away if you hit a sudden summer rainstorm.
So how do we test this? We use the classic penny test. It's so simple. Step 1, grab a penny. Step 2, turn Lincoln upside down. Step 3, insert that penny right into your tire's tread. And step 4, if you can still see the top of Lincoln's head, your tread is worn down to 2/32 of an inch, and you absolutely must replace those tires before your trip. Alongside this, always measure your tire pressure using a gauge when the tires are cold. That means the car hasn't been driven for at least 3 hours. Oh, and remember to inflate them to the pressure listed on your driver's side door jamb, not the random number printed on the tire sidewall.
Still focusing on rubber, it's time to pop the hood. High summer temperatures severely accelerate how fast rubber degrades. So you want to inspect your serpentine belt for cracks, fraying, or any glazing on the ribbed side. Give it a press, it should have no more than ½ an inch of deflection. A broken serpentine belt is a total disaster. It kills your power steering, your air conditioning, and your alternator all at the exact same time. Trust me, wrestling a 2-ton car onto the shoulder with zero AC in July, not how you want to start a vacation. Next, physically squeeze your radiator hoses. They need to feel firm, but still flexible, not spongy or brittle. If you spot any bulges, cracks, or wet spots, get them replaced immediately.
Section 3. Checking essential car fluids. Time to look at the lifeblood of your vehicle, especially since long summer drives put a really heavy, sustained load on the engine.
Before embarking on a long trip, you really have to wonder, is your car's lifeblood actually healthy, or is your engine secretly at risk of overheating on some steep mountain pass? Let's talk about how to visually diagnose 3 vital fluids in literally a matter of seconds.
When you pull the dipstick on a cold engine, healthy engine oil should be a nice golden or light brown color, and the fluid level must sit perfectly right between the minimum and maximum marks. But if you wipe that dipstick and the oil is dark black, or even worse, has a gritty texture, that's a massive warning sign. That tells you an immediate oil change is absolutely needed before you put that engine through hours of highway driving.
Next up is your coolant. This is what prevents your engine from overheating. Now listen closely to this because it's a critical safety warning. Never, ever open a radiator cap when the engine is hot. Wait until the engine is completely cool. Look at the plastic reservoir next to the radiator. The fluid should be sitting between the min and max lines, and it should retain its original color, so usually green, orange, or pink. If your coolant looks brown, rusty, sludgy, or you see weird particles floating around in there, you need to have the system flushed immediately by a mechanic.
Finally,
Let's check out the brake fluid, which you'll find in the master cylinder reservoir. Healthy brake fluid is clear to maybe a light amber color. If it's dark brown or black, or if the levels are noticeably low, you've got a problem. So, the crucial point here is that mountain driving and heavily loaded cars put a massive amount of extra stress on your brakes. Low brake fluid can minimize your brake response time, and that is a huge safety risk when you're cruising down a fast-moving highway.
All right, Section 4, Battery Health and Exterior Lights. We're moving from fluids to the electrical system, the actual heart of your car's power and visibility.
It's kind of a terrifying thought, but you have to check, is your car's heart failing quietly, and can other drivers actually see your vehicle clearly at night or in a rainstorm? Let's break down exactly how to test these power limits.
Now, what's really interesting about this is why a battery might seem perfectly fine during your daily routine, but totally fail on a road trip. You see, a battery that starts your car just fine for a quick 10-minute city commute can easily die during a 6-hour highway drive because of the sustained load from your GPS, charging phones, and the air conditioning. If you grab a multimeter, with the engine off, of course, a healthy battery reads at 12.6 volts. At 12.4 volts, it's kind of marginal. But if you test below 12.0 volts, that battery is at a severe risk of failure, and you should definitely replace it before your trip.
And hey, while you're looking at the battery, take a quick moment to inspect the terminals. If you see this crusty white or green corrosion buildup, just clean it off with a simple mixture of baking soda and water. It guarantees a solid connection. Then do a 5-minute walk around of your car. Turn on the headlights to check both the low and high beams. Test all 4 turn signals and your hazard flashers. Finally, grab a helper to stand behind the car and verify that both your taillights and brake lights actually light up. These vital visibility checks take mere minutes, but they can completely prevent unwanted traffic tickets and, worse, tragic accidents.
And we've reached Section 5, 10 Essential Emergency Kit Items. Because even with a perfectly maintained car, you still need a backup plan in your trunk.
Take a quick mental inventory of your trunk space right now. If the worst happens and you do get stranded, do you actually have the 10 essentials required to stay safe and comfortable? Let's run through the definitive emergency list recommended by the Red Cross.
You might honestly want to take notes on this because this kit literally turns a crisis into a mere inconvenience. Pack these 10 items. A first aid kit for medical emergencies. A flashlight with extra batteries. Jumper cables, or honestly even better, a portable power bank jump starter so you don't have to flag down another driver. Road flares or reflective triangles to make sure others see you. A tire repair kit and a portable inflator for temporary flats. A small shovel and some sand for traction in case you get stuck. Blankets or a Mylar sleeping bag for warmth. Extra drinking water and non-perishable snacks. A basic toolkit or a high-quality multi-tool. And finally, a portable power bank to guarantee your cell phone stays charged so you can actually call for help.
Let's see how all this builds toward the ultimate goal of today's explainer: pure peace of mind. As the Red Cross beautifully puts it, a well-equipped emergency car kit is a simple step you can take today to ensure you're ready for anything, no matter where the road takes you. It just dramatically reduces your driving stress and gives you total confidence behind the wheel. So, which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. Are you willing to trade just 90 minutes of prep in your driveway this Saturday to save your summer vacation from a $500 disaster? Checking your tires, your fluids, your battery, and packing that emergency kit, it puts the control back completely in your hands. So go grab a tire gauge, pop that hood, and get your vehicle road trip ready. Thanks for tuning into The Explainer, and safe travels.